Now children, let us understand what is an angle. An angle is a figure that is formed by two rays that has common endpoint. Now let me draw two rays first. Here you say, see, I have drawn a ray AB and I am drawing another ray, suppose PQ. Now just observe these two rays and tell me, are the end points of both the rays is common? Are they meeting at the same point? No. The location of the end point of the first ray is here and the location of the end point of the second ray is here. They are not same. Now I am drawing another figure. Just have a look. I am now drawing two rays. For the first ray, suppose this is the ray OA and this is the ray OB. For the ray OA and OB, the end point is a common point, that is O. Now, when two rays have a common end point, whatever the figure they form is called as angle. So, this is the figure of an angle. Now, the common end point of an angle is called as a vertex. What is the common end point of an angle is called? The common end point of an angle is called as a vertex. And both the rays which are forming the angle will now called as the arms of the angle. So this is the first arm, arm 1, and this is the second arm of the angle. And what about the angle? Here the space that is created between these two rays is called as an angle, which can be represented by drawing a small arc over here, and this is the angle that is formed by the ray OA and OB. Along with this, the arms of the ray or the arms of an angle can also be called as, one of the arm can be called as a fixed or the initial arm, and the other arm can be called as the movable or the terminal arm. So let us understand with the help of an example over here. See, suppose this is one of the ray. This is a ray. Now I am taking another ray such that this ray is having both the rays are having common endpoint. Now just have a look. Both the rays have a common endpoint. I have placed the second ray also on the first ray, and just have a look. The endpoints of both the rays are same. Are they creating any angle between them? As both the rays are coinciding or overlapping on each other, there is no angle formed between them. So the angle between these two rays is now 0. Now, keeping one of the arm fixed, I am now slowly trying to move another arm. Now you can clearly notice and observe that some space is created between these two arms or these two rays. Now children, just have a look. What is formed? What is formed? When one ray is fixed and other ray is moved, now what is formed between these two rays? An angle is formed. So the space between these two rays is called as the angle. So between these two rays, one is fixed, which is not moving, but the other ray is moving. So the arm that is moving will be called as the movable arm, and the arm that is fixed will be called as the fixed arm. Even this fixed arm can also be called as the initial arm, and the other arm which is moving will be called as the terminal arm. Now children, I think you understood what is the initial and the terminal arm. So I can consider any one of the arm as the initial arm. It is up to you which arm you are taking as a fixed one, that will be considered as the initial, and the other movable one will be called as the terminal arm. Okay, so it is not always to take the arm here as the fixed. The other arm also you can take it as a fixed. Then if you are considering this arm as the fixed arm or the initial arm, then the other arm will be considered as the movable or the terminal arm. Now, how will we represent? How will we represent or symbolically represent an angle? Here you can see there are some points, or the we have named the rays of this angle, that is OA and OB, which are forming an angle. So the symbol of an angle is this. This is the symbol of an angle. Now the angle which is drawn here can be represented as angle AOB or angle BOA. If you will observe, in both the cases, the vertex is coming in the letter that is denoting the vertex is coming in the middle of the angle that is named over here. Now, always remember, when you name an angle or when you symbolically represent an angle, always you have to write the angle or read the angle in a cyclic way, such as you can read it as angle AOB or angle BOA. You cannot read it as ABO. You cannot read it as ABO or BAO. That is the wrong way of reading an angle. You have to come in a cyclic way such that the point or the vertex of the angle should come in the middle always. Is it clear? Now, based on the gap or the space between any two arms of an angle, the angle is divided into different types. So now we will learn what are the different types of angles. Okay.